Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Wealth Wiz. You know, I have been in crypto since January of 2017. That was when I first bought some Bitcoin. And what I did is I bought some altcoin, and the first 3 months I made significant profits. But then the price kind of took a downward turn, and I lost most of those profits. Now, of course, I still had, like, from a $500 spend, I still had $3,000, but most of my profits were gone. So why is this important? Well, it's important because of what I'm about to tell you, what I'm about to show you. You see, right now, cryptocurrencies are actually they've been down for a bit, and well, there's the reasons behind that, of course, which I'm not really going to get into in this in this video, because I mean, that would be a video on its own. Because it is due to manipulation why Bitcoin is down. But all in all, the cryptocurrencies we're very much at the beginning of the cryptocurrency age. Now, of course, Bitcoin has been around for, oh man, since it's getting to be about 10 years since Bitcoin was first created. But it took a few years for it to become worth anything. It seemed like, it took a long time for it to catch on. And of course, some people who saw early on what the potential was in Bitcoin, some of them made millions and billions with just with the cryptocurrencies, because of course, after some people were catching on what was going on, well, other people jumped on board, and it became a phenomenon on its own. Like it has developed to such a very large thing now. It's becoming a huge artificial intelligence is really what it ends up creating. Some of it may, depending on how you think of it, it might be scary, but nonetheless, it is also one way to eliminate very much of the corruption that this world has been driven by for a long time. Okay, now, what I want to show you is an opportunity that helps you, if you want, of course, that helps you turn a cryptocurrency or cash in on this cryptocurrency phenomenon. And so what it is, it's a home-based business type of a thing where you just you know, with spending a little bit of time at home on your computer, or maybe even cell phone device, whatever, and you create, and you can create actually massive amounts of income, as you'll see as we go through this. Now, let me just dive right in without any further ado and show you what we have. Now, it's one business with two opportunities. Okay, two opportunities. All right, so I'll share the screen here and then we'll have us a look. Okay, so do you want profit? Well, if you've been watching up to this point, then my guess is that you do want profit. I do. I do. I'll happily, gladly admit it. I want profit. I think everybody does. So one business with two opportunities. So opportunity number one, cryptocurrency or crypto cycles and trends trading. And why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it's the oldest and most reliable way to make profit from crypto market. Can be done by anyone and start with any amount of money, by anyone at any time, and start with any amount of money. Now, as you can, if you can read what it says up here, it says no more guesswork. Remember when I started out in this video, how I mentioned that I bought some coin and I gained a lot of profits, and then I lost most of those profits. Well, that was because this wasn't available to me. Okay, that's why I lost most of those profits. And we'll see very soon here why that was. Okay, how it works: buy low and sell high. You know, any business, any store, any trading, the idea always is to, buy low and sell high. Let's say you live in a community that doesn't have a local store, and so everybody in the community, they have to take a half-hour drive to town in order to get their stuff. Well, somebody in your community might decide, okay, you know what, this is kind of inconvenient. What I could do is I could set up a store and then have my product shipped from town, have a truck bring it. And what I would do is I would buy my supplies from suppliers that would ship them to my store and sell, and then I can sell them the profit, sell the products at a little bit higher of a price than what people have to pay in town, and they would have the convenience of having it right here. And so you say, well, are you saving people money? Well, maybe, but if you aren't saving the money, even if they're paying you the same price as what they, as what it would cost for them for the inconvenience of going to town, it's still now they have it close by and they don't have to spend the time that it takes to go to town and so it kind of works out for everybody, and you, of course, having put up a store, you now can make a profit from putting that convenience here. Well, that's buying low and selling high. That's what that is. And that's where your profits are. Now, however, as we'll very quickly see here, that a store, it can be very daunting, and it's a lot of work, a lot of hours, lots of time spent into it to gaining those profits. But at this, whereas in the cryptocurrency market, we will very quickly see here that profits are made much easier. Okay, as I said, within the 3 months, I made huge profits, and then of course I lost those profits, and that's where you see what it says. You no more guesswork. Yeah, that's because Python Signals wasn't available in 2017. Now this data, this algorithm was available already. I just didn't know about it, and of course, you know. Now here is what it looks like: buying low, selling high. Here's what it looks like. It's you know, it's very simple. Bitcoin last in 2017, you could have bought $100 worth, because this here is simply a scale of how the, you know, a reality of how it was, okay, in 2017. Buying in January and selling in December. So hanging on, buying $100 worth, and then just hanging on for the year and then selling it in December, you made, you know, you could have sold $100 worth at $1,400. And it's a pretty good profit. Now, Ethereum, you bought $100 worth, you sold for $8,750. That's quite extensive profits, eh? And then Litecoin at $100, and you sold at 5,000. Monero, buying 100 and selling at 2,400. But then Dash, buying 100 and selling it at $8,890 in December. So a total of these 5 coins, having purchased $500 worth, you sell it out at $26,440 from a $500 purchase. Now those are quite fantastic profits, aren't they? All right, now that's what buying low and selling high looks like. Now you can use your imagination, of course, on what you could do with this idea. However, what I'm about to show you, or what I am showing you here rather, is how there is the profits can be much better than what we're seeing here, you know. Okay, so the question, and this was exactly the problem I had when I lost most of my profits, because I didn't know when to sell. Well, that's the whole point, is you got to have the answer to this $1 million question. When should I buy, or when should I sell? Well, not knowing when to sell made me end up losing most of the profits that I had made. Now, here is our chief data analyst. He is the guy that's behind providing us with the data for the trading. And as I'll show you in just a minute how he you know, what kind of data he provides us, okay? But what credibility does he have? Well, he has developed an algorithm that he's been using for 30 plus years and providing data to major corporations like GE, Shell, and many, you know, and several other companies, very large corporations, providing data that his algorithm would project for them. And so you might ask, well, what kind of data? Well, large companies, you know, they have many people working for them. And of course, accidents happen and so on, and then investigations take place. Well, his algorithm, putting in all of the data surrounding incidents that had happened in the past and so on, what it would do, it would project a future event that would happen given the circumstances, and everything was stay intact the way it is. When can you expect a future event of some sort? And so it would project that with amazing accuracy. And so giving insight as to what you can do to prevent those things. Now, exactly, what he's done is he plugged that algorithm into the crypto market and putting in the data from the past behavior of the crypto markets, it thereby projects a future of what the prices are going to do, and with amazing accuracy. And this is what, so here we have Wall Street saying buy Bitcoin, while Marius Landman was saying sell. Now, let's take a look. You see, this here is a screenshot of the algorithm of the data that we get about future projections of the price. Okay, so we have an explanation in text, and then a graph, and that shows us what the price is expecting to do. Now, while the Wall Street, this here is a graph from last year, or from 2017, we should say, when the price went up to like $20,000, and Wall Street kept on saying buy, buy, buy. Now is the time to buy. But Marius Landman, his algorithm said the price is only going to go up to about 20,000, and it's going to plummet. And so people on his list, his subscribers, he gave them the signal telling them, you know what, at 19.5, pull out your profits because the price is going to go back down. And guess what? They pulled out their profits, while the rest of us who didn't know, we plummeted back down like a barrel over Niagara Falls. Okay, so now, what does it take to get your hands on this data, to be able to cash in on it? Well, you have to become a subscriber. It's just that simple. You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be anything special. Just have to subscribe. So the packages that are available for subscription to this data are, there's 5 packages. The top 4 here are exactly the same thing. The exact same access to, not access time, but I mean, you get access to the same data. Okay, the 5th one here, the Lifetime Galaxy 1000, has a couple of extra perks, but the other 4 packages all have the same data available, only for different periods of time, depending on the price or the package. Now, what also happens is there's a pay plan. There's also a commission structure with these plans to also make money with by spreading the word, a referral program. So, and it's a matrix type of program, which each package, depending on which package you pick, is as to how many levels it will pay in the matrix. And now there is a direct referral bonus also, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about later, but there is a 10% direct referral bonus on these 4 packages, and then a 15% on the Galaxy Lifetime. Okay. Now we'll take a closer look at the pay plan in just a minute, but for now, let's just see what do these packages offer. Well, the silver here at $50 a month gives you 30 days access and pays 6 levels in the matrix 24%. The gold gives you 90 days access and pays 36% in the matrix 9 levels. The platinum is 180 days, gives you 180 days access and pays 12 levels in the matrix at 48%. The Galaxy gives you 15 months access. Now that's actually special. It's normally just 12 months. It's normally 12 months access, not 15, but for a limited time, it gives you the extra 3 months and pays 18 levels at 65.5%. Okay, so and we'll explain that more in detail. The Lifetime Galaxy also pays at 65.5% with a 15% direct referral bonus, but only 1,000 packages will be sold, are available, or not anymore, but I mean there only 1,000 packages will be sold of that package. Okay, all right, so let us take a closer look at what exactly do you get with your subscription package. So you get Marius's timely report, timely trading report for the top 40, the top 40 cryptos. Okay, so that's kind of what I meant before when I was saying about the power that's in this, because the crypto coins don't nearly equally yield profits. There's much behind the scenes that's going on that makes one crypto worth a lot more than another, or fluctuate more. But nonetheless, the top 40 cryptos are tracked, and that's what we get reports on. Okay, now and on a private Zoom meeting with Marius and team, email notifications, and private Telegram group, and then of course the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Okay, so let us take a closer look at that roadmap. Opportunity number 2, revenue share plan, RSP, 5.1 million annual income roadmap. So here is the guideline for this roadmap. And as you can see, we don't have a 5-page document that you need to study for a few days before you can understand how the pay plan works. Okay, so it's very, very simple. It's a 2x18 forced matrix. And that simply means that if you, let's say you would buy a package just because you want access to the trading data, you don't care about the pay plan at all, nothing, you just want trade. Well, in that case, you would end up making unintentional money. What a problem to have, right? So, because as the people above you build their team or their, build in their matrix, well, it would spill over into yours, and then you would get paid on the people, the matrix part of the payment you would get, and you would get paid. And then as the people in your matrix start building their matrix, your matrix could totally build in completely without you doing anything, and you'd still have you still get paid on those 18 levels if you have the right package for that. And we'll take a closer look at that as well. Okay, so now, so that is basically how the pay plan works, and everything is in Bitcoin. You get in with Bitcoin, and you also get paid in Bitcoin daily. All right, so now let's take a look at the matrix, how the matrix actually works then. Now, if you notice, if you remember the 4 different packages that we looked at, well, these are those packages. They pay on here's the payout on those. You get the silver is at a 6 level, the gold 9 levels, the platinum 12 levels, and the galaxy 18 levels. So now, if you were a silver member, your matrix payout, the yearly income would be $2,250. If you were a gold member, then your total matrix payout yearly income would be $18,250. Now, if you were a platinum member, then your total matrix payout yearly residual income would be $146,250. But if you're a Galaxy 5000 or a Galaxy 500 member or a Galaxy 1000, then your total matrix payout residual income yearly would be $5,102,410. And that could even be possible without you referring anybody, because this is what the matrix pays out. Now, if you refer a bunch of people, well, all of those subscriptions of the people that you referred, you could get an extra 10% or 15%, depending on whether you have the 1000 Galaxy or the 500, okay? Because the 500 pays 15% or 10%, and the 1000 pays 15%, as I already pointed out earlier. All right, so so I've showed you I've showed you what's available. I'm not here to convince you. If what I showed you, if it resonates with you and say, yeah, you know what, I see it, yeah, that's for me, then I'll be happy to get you help you get started if there's anything you need. However, if you have not, if you see this and you say, well, that's not for me, I don't, you know what, I wish you all the best, and whatever it is you are going to, and I want to thank you for your time for watching this. Now, for those who are watching and saying, yeah, this is for me, I see the value, the first thing to do is to see if this package is still available. I am not sure if it is, but because I know we've been selling them a lot, and there's only 1,000 going to be sold. So my first suggestion is to create your free account and find out if that package is still available, and jump right in and buy it. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching, and in the link below, if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, or on my website, well, there'll be links below the video or above it or somewhere. I have links on the page that gives you what you need in order to get started. So with that in mind, I want to welcome you, and I'll be happy to help you get plugged into all of the things that we do so that you can get started. You know, many people that come on board are new in cryptocurrency and they don't know where to get started. With crypto, there's you know, quite a bit of technical things that you need to know, and we have Hangouts where we do question and answer so we'll get you plugged into all of that so that you can hang out with us on those sessions and ask any questions that you have and listen in. Other people likely have the exact same questions that you have. You know, I mean, there's the process is the same for everybody, right? So the questions that one person has, they're going to be answering this for basically for everybody. But we have these sessions so that you can ask your question. Maybe you have some questions that nobody else has asked yet, you know. And not only that, but the energy and the testimonials of people making money. People are making money here without having referred anybody, you know. And it's just fun. It's such an awesome energy to hang out in. And so I want to welcome you, and you go ahead and use the links to get started. All right, and let's be in contact. All right, thank you very much, and so you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks.